know how it goes.
Oh, okay, all right. I like this. This is always a good start.
What is your favorite hockey celebration on ice by a player?
All right. Ooh, that's a tough one. I guess it's tough to choose between two. I'm gonna tell the story of two, but I'm gonna pick one. Is that okay? Is that allowed?
Allowed.
Okay. I guess my number two is Dave Tiger Williams riding the stick.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
He was the first one to do that. Now everyone does that in shell, and it's annoying. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a classic. One of the first guys to really celebrate hard in NHL, and people at the time were kind of like, "What is this clown doing?" And now everyone's celebrating like crazy. So
he's riding a stick.
He kind of changed the game. So I definitely put that as my number two. But my number one, I mean, how can you not go Teemu Selanne throwing the glove up?
You get one.
That is iconic. That is iconic.
It's legendary. Rookie Teemu Selanne, the guy already had like 50 goals. It's just absurd.
Ends up with 76. What a fucking stud.
I know. It's
what an absolute flex.
He's a beast.
I like that Selanne guy.
All right, Hawk Tim.
For me, I don't know if it might be a little bit of a it's simple, but I have to say I might have a little bit of a bias. I'm going to give a Hawks one, then I'm going to give a neutral one. My neutral one, to this day, I still watch this and think it's one of the greatest flexes I've ever seen. And that is, I think this was back in like 86, 87 or something like that. And I'm referring to the Theoren Fleury winner in overtime, followed by the double knee slide halfway across the ice.
Yeah, one.
Wait, against the Edmonton by a man named Nail Yakupov.
True.
Yes. Now, granted, that was not a great foul. That was not a great follow-up. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But still, one of the best. Like, if there was ever a guy who had to be confident in himself, it was Theoren Fleury, because 5'7", only about 175, 80 pounds on a good day. I mean, you got to be tough, and you got to be confident in yourself. Yeah, so that's my pick for him. Oh, he was so good though. That shot he had, filthy. Just filthy for small.
Well, let's hear this Blackhawk one.
So for the Blackhawks one, this is a relatively easy one to do, and it's very simple though. I just love it because it kind of ushered in a new side of Patrick Kane. And while, Tim, I hate to do this to you, but it's this is going to be from the 2014 Western Conference semifinal matchup with the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wild in the midst of a comeback in the middle of, I can't even remember if this was game 2 or game 5. I can't really remember which one it was. But the Wild had just scored like 3 unanswered goals to tie the game at 3. Patrick Kane proceeds to go 1-on-3 with the Wild defense, put it to his backhand, and literally roof it through the ceiling on Ilya Bryzgalov.
It was on Bryz.
And proceeds to do the showtime.
Yeah.
Showtime. That's one of the best for me.
One of the most painful parts of that series is Patrick Kane, after the series was over in the handshake line, he patted on the back of a couple guys, and he was like, "Oh, you're going to be a really good player in this league one day." And thanks.
Yeah, you kind of felt a little condescension from that.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't make me feel better.
Yeah.
I honestly, that's if I were a player, that's the last thing I want anybody to say to me.
He's like, "You're gonna be a real." He was also saying that to guys that had like a great series, and like, yeah, they're young, but they kind of are already good players in the league. You would think.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of a backhanded compliment, saying, "Oh, you're gonna be."
For sure. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Dude, the next year, even though the Wild got swept the next year by the Hawks,
we're talking about celebrations. We got a draft. What's going on? We got to move on.
It's not. Okay,
we don't need.
Go, Richard. Let's go.
All right,
let's go.
I have 2. I've always loved the Radulov stick twirl. Right into the classic.
Hawkins is not a fan of Alexander Wright.
I don't care. Craig Smith did the same thing for the Nashville Predators. You know who he did it against? Did it against the Avalanche.
All right, well, that's fine. That's fine. I like the celebration. And then the classic, I need to just go with the classic. The classic Joe Sakic. Quick stick up, quick, and then the little fist bump. That's no celebration, really.
Yeah.
He
was always class. Everybody, if you're a hockey fan and you don't like Joe Sakic, you got a problem. You got a real problem. You can't not love Joe Sakic.
Maybe you're a big Stevie Y guy and a Red Wings fan. So
yeah.
Even if you're a Red Wings fan, it's not like freaking Joe is Claude Lemieux here.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Even Peter Forsberg.
I
don't know. That's just me. I mean, Joe Sakic, he's the kind of guy. He's like, in my opinion, he's like Steve Yzerman. He transcends fandom and basically just is eternally respected.
You mean Steve Yzerman is like Joe Sakic?
You know, we're not going to get into that right now, Richard.
All right. We're going to move on.
We have a draft.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Not right now, breaking news, but like it was like 10 minutes ago. Max Domi. Max Domi.
Newsboys.
Max Domi. This is news. Max Domi is traded to Columbus Blue Jackets along with a 3rd round pick in this year's draft for Joshua Anderson. Thoughts?
I said this in the group text. When did Josh Anderson become more valuable than Domi? He's good. He's good. He's a top 6 player. He's a power forward. Max Domi could be a top line center, at least second line.
Yeah. So
and that's an important thing to keep into consideration here. You're basically saying that the center was worth more than the RFA with an injury history, and he had to have a 3rd round pick thrown in too.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Here's my theory of it. You look on Montreal's roster, and there's a bunch of guys who are like 5'8", 5'9", so and so. All these little guys. Josh Anderson brings something to Montreal that is much needed, and also if they're talking with supposedly Wayne Simmons camp, they want to maybe get a little bit heavier.
And also they need wings. Like they already at the center position, they already have Kotkaniemi, they have Suzuki, they have Danault.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have room for Domi, so it kind of makes sense.
And everything I heard from Montreal fans is
not a case where you could have gotten a little bit more for Max Domi, though. You could have gotten a little bit more for him.
I would think so.
Probably
they were desperate to get the deal done before the draft.
It sounded like Domi wasn't re-signing there, so it's like we either lose him.
At the end of the day, this actually looks like a deal that will work out well for Montreal. But the question still remains: what is Josh Anderson's like underlying problem going forward now? Because it's not like his injury problems are just going to go away.
No,
that's a huge investment. That's a huge investment.
Yeah,
that's a huge investment that the Montreal Canadiens just put into taking a risk on Josh Anderson.
Yeah, and I do think that the way he plays, that's what makes him so special. But at the same time, also it's what makes him prone to injuries. That's why he's injured so often, because he's playing this crash and bang type of game. So.
And how can't you love that style of hockey, right?
I know, yeah. I mean, it's effective. Look at the Blues last year. I mean,
Barclay Goodrow and Blake Coleman, boys, that 3rd line of death for the Lightning. My goodness.
Dude, Blake Coleman had, I think, something like 120 hits in like the playoffs, which is
how crazy is that? Like that 3rd line, people do not understand. I'm sorry, we got to get to the draft here. I understand that.
No, it's not drafting. Not drafting.
That 3rd line for the Lightning, my good gracious, was that line amazing in those playoffs. Unbelievable how much balance that gave them.
So basically, we're going to hear probably a couple more trades throughout the show even. So yeah, Domi. It's going to be weird seeing Domi.
Richard, do you want to bring up the news out of Vancouver?
Yeah, Tyler Toffoli's not re-signing.
And there's a little caveat. I know they're deep in OEL talks, and I think Elliot Friedman's tweet was like, all right, everyone break out your pencils and try to figure out how they're going to fit this. Well, that's a way that they can help fit it. That's $5 million off the book. So yeah, I think they could probably afford OEL.
Is Toffoli a UFA?
Yeah. So he's gonna sign somewhere. He's gonna get paid.
You know, I know. Okay, so this is the thing about the NBA that I have to say I actually at least respect. Is there any time in our lives that we'll ever see sign-in trades happen in the NHL? Like ever? Like the reason why I'm bringing up, is there not a way that you could make? Was there not a way that you could make Toffoli a trade piece for OEL?
He should have been. You would have.
I don't know. It's usually just talking rights you get. You just get to talk to the guy sooner. I mean, you could.
I'll say this: I do not know what any kind of package for OEL is going to look like at this point.
I don't know. Well, it's Boston and Vancouver are the two final teams. So
those are the only teams, from what I understand.
Yeah.
He actually told the Coyotes he's not going to accept a trade to anyone that's not Boston or Vancouver.
Yeah.
And he gave them a deadline today and said, if you don't trade me by Friday, I'm staying in Arizona at least a whole nother year.
I'm not dissing on Vancouver by any means, because from all things that I've heard it's a really great town to live in. I've been to Vancouver. I have family in Seattle. If you live in Seattle or you take a vacation in Seattle, you can get a freaking weekend visa to go up to Vancouver and just party all weekend. Freaking great time, great town. I went there with my cousins before. When did this become one of the most desirable locations, though? I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but you got. I know. Isn't Tyson Barrie actually from British Columbia?
Yeah.
And then you throw in Ekman Larson. I think there's at least one more who, I think Brent Seabrook actually went on record one time saying that the only place he'd ever go to would be Vancouver if he got traded, but.
Well, it's the best spot to go in Canada for
teams. No, definitely. And also OEL, he's been in the same division as Vancouver for 5 years now, because I know they switched to to be the Northwest division, but
and that's one thing I think that's not being talked about enough. I think that the in-division trade of OEL to another division rival, that is not going to be easy.
I know, but I mean, because he plays in the same division, he probably goes to Vancouver at least 3 times a year. And so that's probably his favorite city on the road. He'd probably just really
can't blame him for that.
They're a good team.
It's beautiful. So absolutely gorgeous up there. So I can't blame him.
Yeah.
But this Toffoli business though, I'm shocked. I'm shocked because I thought they were going to bend over backwards to make sure this deal happened.
Nah. That is what it is. We're going to move on.
Yep.
A couple buyouts. Justin Abdelkader, Carl Alsner, Jack Johnson, Bobby Ryan.
Good fucking riddance, Abdelkader. What the hell? Good fucking riddance.
Those are.
Is Jack Johnson bought out because they just got Matheson?
Yeah, he is officially bought out.
Yeah. I know, but is that why? Because they're basically a very similar player.
You know what? The whole talk with Pittsburgh has always been they're trying to make room to make more moves to make the team more balanced. Now, Jim Rutherford's idea of balanced has always been, hey, get away from the skill and speed-based game that we were good at when we won back-to-back cups. Yeah. So who the hell knows really what that's going to look like?
See, these buyouts all happening in clumps. Seems picture yourself on a nice pirate ship and the waves are kind of getting a little crazier, and then you start seeing seagulls and shit and you're like, what's coming? What is fucking coming? Something big's coming. That's all I got.
Well, I'm looking at their cap friendly page right now. I have to admit the buyout for Abdelkader is not that bad. It is going to be $1.8 million this year, then 2.3 for the next 2 years after that, and then for the last 3 years of the buyout, it's only $1.5 million. So in the context of Detroit's situation, who has more money than God to play with right now, it's not that bad of a situation. It's really, really not. But I think that what they do look, let me see this again. 5, 8. They still only have 13 guys under contract right now.
How quickly do you think Mike Babcock would jump to a phone if he was still with an NHL team right
now? Justin Abdelkader will be signing a 1-year deal in Vermont with a.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, I was gonna say the first thought in my head is, hey, at this point, can you blame the Leafs if they tried to bring him in for $750 for a fourth line?
Yeah, because I don't think he should be playing. I mean, I think that they should be going hard after Pat Maroon. Pat Maroon's the guy, not Justin Abdelkader.
I'm not against that either by any means. by any means. You know what? The thing I said about the Lightning winning this year, they provided the blueprint of how perfect it can be a top 6 of scoring and effort versus a bottom 6 of just rock'em sock'em hockey.
And the only consistency between the past 2 Stanley Cup champions is Pat Maroon.
There you go. Good luck, Sean.
All right, next news we'll get into. Matt Niskanen retires at the age of 33. This one came out of nowhere.
I was very surprised by it. He's 33 years old. He definitely seems like he had good hockey luck. There has to be something like going on in his family. You know what? That's his own business. I don't care. But I don't think that a guy retires at 33 just because they're like, no, I'm done. Like, I don't know. There has to be something going on.
Yeah, probably.
You know, at the end of the day, I think another thing too is that this decision doesn't seem as crazy to me with like 24 hours of thinking about it, only because he's got his cup now.
Yeah,
he got it with the Capitals. He took a chance with the Flyers. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, granted, he got traded for Radko Gudas, but I mean, he took a chance. He tried to make something happen there, and they did a great job this year. I think that at the end of the day, when you see what's coming down the pipe from the Flyers right now, though, I don't think that they're going to be too disappointed about this in the near future, because you do have Cam York coming up in about a year or two. I mean,
he's nasty.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about him. The only good thing that we can take out of this is that Matt Niskanen is not a cap recapture penalty.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Any other things to add? No. All right. A couple other quick ones, and then we'll get into the wild stuff that happened.
That stuff.
We'll get into that stuff. We have Dallas re-signs Andre Sekera, 2 years, $3 million. Fun fact: Sekera, a 14-year-old veteran, has only played in 19 playoff games before playing in 27 in the bubble.
Yeah,
pretty cool, huh?
Pretty neat.
Another thing,
Buffalo most of his career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well. Jason Spezza signs a 1-year, $700K deal with Toronto. Returns. Yeah. Then we have Vinny Hinostroza is a UFA. Vinny Hinostroza is the UFA. Stan Bowman and people like
Stan Bowman, get on the line. He's got to come back. You just love those former Blackhawks.
It's so funny because on Twitter I see, it's always like, oh, Stan's bringing back a Hawks guy, and then Vinny Hinostroza UFA, and it's like, bring him back. And
we're bringing the boys back together.
What is it?
It's giving me a headache just thinking about this right now, for Christ's sakes.
Bring him back. Another thing I'd like to... Yeah.
Bring him back.
Here's a little fun one before we get into the wild talk. Ontario Reign have signed twin brothers Jack and Nick Poling, the brother of Ryan.
So weird.
Twin brothers.
I did not know you had twin brothers.
Yeah, no one did. But I guess they both signed as a package deal, so they must.
They don't go anywhere without each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that means, right? On their debut, they both have to score. They have to have a double hat trick for both players.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Brian Poling did for the community.
Fun fact on HockeyDB, if you look them up, they have one stat sheet. They share a stat sheet.
They share. Yeah, they actually switch jerseys and stuff. They're like, one guy's in the box.
Try to fake out.
Hey, you were in the box.
They're like the little Hanson brothers. Very good. I like that.
All right, so we're gonna finish.
I would love to go back in time and actually see if the Sedins ever got mistaken for.
Probably.
On their jerseys, that'd be pretty funny.
We have a video we'll send you later about that.
I don't even know if it's still on YouTube. It might be gone.
You could find it, maybe.
All right.
So, Wild Tim, give us this Dubnyk Donato trade.
All right. So I've been hearing about this deal for like a week, and what I heard was we were getting the 31st pick for both Dubnyk and Donato. I liked that deal. That deal sounded all right. time for Devin Dubnyk to move on. Obviously, Donato's just not going to get his chance with Kaprizov coming in. Fiala playing the way he is. And they have just guys that were drafted and developed in the Wild organization that kind of paid their dues more to the organization that deserve chances over Donato. I like Donato a lot, but I knew he needed a change of scenery, and I thought, and supposedly the other team deep on him was Florida. I thought he was going to go to Florida, but here he's off to San Jose. Third round pick for Donato. Not the best, but hey, that's okay. Then came the Devin Dubnyk trade. Not only did we only receive a 5th round pick, but we gave up a 7th and retained half his salary.
No.
How did that happen? How did this go from the 31st overall pick to getting a 5th and retaining half of Dubnyk's salary? How did that it's just like, I don't get it. And I know maybe this is going to be a real good opportunity for Dubnyk, him and Jones tandem. I read a little article, and it was basically saying, it was talking with Dubnyk how he's excited to be working with Jones. I think that could work, but it's what happened there? We could have got it. It sounds like we could have got more. And I love Billy Guerin. I trust him. I do think we're bringing in a goalie, cough, Marc-Andre Fleury. But it's just, I don't think we got nearly the value back of what we should have. And the Donato thing, in hindsight, I know we got like a year out of Donato, but
wasn't a great back half of that year though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
Unfortunately,
we basically we traded Charlie Coyle for essentially a 3rd round pick. So that doesn't.
That hurts. That hurts.
I don't like that. Hey.
Charlie Coyle has been nothing short of spectacular for the Bruins.
Honestly, like, I saw Bruins fans on Twitter saying that Charlie Coyle, in their eyes, is at times the Bruins' best forward, and that's including Pasternak, that's including Brad Marchand, that's including Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci.
Oh, okay. By the way, can I bring up a little anecdote real quickly that I dealt with yesterday as well? So we all know the 2003 draft, arguably one of the greatest drafts of all time.
Incredible draft.
It's just one of the deepest, most ludicrous friggin' drafts we've ever seen. There was someone on Cap Friendly yesterday who posted a redraft of the 2003 draft. Now get this, okay? I want you to take a guess as to who went number 1 and number 2 in that draft for this particular person. I'm going to add the caveat of saying that that Patrice Bergeron. Now, what do we think of Patrice Bergeron? Arguably one of the best all-around players of his generation. Yes.
At most of his career, he was an easy top-line center on pretty much most.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who went 1st and 2nd in this draft for this Toronto Maple Leafs fan who made this 2003 redraft?
I hope it was Ryan Whitney and Paul Bissonnette.
I like that, actually. Get this. Not only did Patrice Bergeron go number 7 in the redraft, by the way.
What?
Yeah, number 7. You know who number 1 and number 2 were? And then I got into a terrible screaming match about this with this person. Mm-hmm. Number 1 was Ryan Getzlaf.
No. You idiot.
And number 2, no, you might be okay with number 2 because he is a recent departure from your team. Number 2 was Eric Stahl.
He's got a cup.
But then my next reaction was, really? Bergeron's not better than those two?
That's absurd. Like, no doubt about Eric Stahl. No doubt.
And the logic the guy went with was switch Eric Stahl and switch Patrice Bergeron, and they would have done just as and Eric Stahl would have done just as good as Patrice Bergeron.
No, that's not true. That's just not true.
Maybe not, but we'll never know. We're just working with what we know right now. That's absurd to say that Patrice Bergeron was only the 7th best player in that draft.
That's crazy. That's
unbelievable. I don't know what to say about that, but I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there. I apologize.
No worries. Speaking of draft, we're gonna draft.
Yeah, let's get into this bad boy. I've been waiting for this.
All right.
all right. Can I do my
Ready?
Can I do my first round first? Just because it's definitely gonna be the worst. I threw it together in like 10 minutes.
Are we gonna do this where everybody lists their draft, or are we gonna do it pick by pick?
We're doing it where it's like Wild Tim goes first, and then you or I go second, and we're basically just like say
Oh.
Wild Tim
Okay, yeah.
picks lots
Brief
of
little
weird-
descriptions as to why they
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. Okay, this is way different then. Okay, I didn't know how this.
So
was
basically,
okay.
I just have a sheet that just has 1 through 31. Every time we pick someone, I just put their name down.
Okay, so I should have totally. Okay, I should have just done like a power ranking type thing. It's best player available. I actually like picked players that I think would go to those teams.
Well, that's fine.
That's kind of what I did too, actually.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's start this off. Here, I'm gonna be Gary Bettman. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 NHL Draft. Hey, there's no
I like Gary.
Yeah, there's no booze on this Zoom meeting unless some fan gets involved.
All right.
So
See,
Telling
I'm blacking
me-
myself.
You telling me you want to have a couple beers with Gary Bettman?
I mean, I'd love to have a beer to crack over his head, but I mean, you know,
all right, we're moving on.
Listen there. That man in his Skechers and his suit. He's sitting down next to you at the bar, and he's like,
he's everything I hate about lawyers.
I like Gary Bettman.
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. We need a draft. We have 31 picks. All right, Tim, Wild Tim, start it off.
All right,
Rangers.
First overall pick goes to the Minnesota Wild. No, that's how it should have gone. That's how it should have gone. First overall pick, the Buffalo Sabres select. Oh my God, Jack Eichel's been traded. No, not yet.
I hope so.
New York Rangers select Alexis Lafreniere from Rimouski in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, left wing.
No doubt, with no surprise. We all agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
It's
people
not a
this
surprise.
morning on Twitter saying, but centers are hard to find. No, you're dumb. You're gonna pass on a franchise player.
You're not passing on Alexis Lafreniere. Nope.
All right, Hawk Tim, number 2.
All right, number 2. This is going to be a theme for me in this first round. I have shown my frivolous love for European players in the past.
Oh,
I love European players. I love the way that they're brought up and how they're trained. I know people think that North America has the best junior leagues and whatnot, but you know, Europe's doing something well. Doing something well in the last years. That's why at number 2, the LA Kings will select the one thing they need in their team more than anything, Mr. Tim Stützle.
I got it as well.
From Mannheim in
number
the
2 as well.
Because good God, if there's only, I swear to God, every time I watch the Kings, I'm actually like, wow, the Hawks are actually fast.
Now wait, did me and you? Now Richard's out of this argument, so maybe that totally throws the argument out the window. But did me and you both put Stützle down at number 2 just because he shares a fantastic first name?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's a winning name. It's a good name.
Well,
It's
I had Tim number 2 as well, so include me.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
Good man. Good man. Good
Is it Avs 10? I don't think so.
No. All right, number 3 goes to Ottawa Senators.
Screen near you, cracking.
Number 3 goes to Ottawa Senators. The Senators select from the OHL centerman Quentin Byfield.
Now here he's actually more of a wing.
Right now he's a center.
I know, no, it says center on here. I have it as a center too, but I hear he's more.
Who's playing for Sudbury?
Yes, sir.
Sudbury. All right. Well, I mean that's exactly what Ottawa needs for sure. Need that strong presence up the middle.
All right.
And I don't think there's any disagreements for us there.
So do we want to do it where I pick again, or we go back to?
Snake draft.
No, let's just keep on going in order.
Oh,
So over to Wildington now.
wait, we gotta flip a coin.
No, it's fine. It's whatever. Wild Tim, you go. Number 4 to Detroit.
Detroit. So basically, ooh, no, I'm changing it.
They kind of need anything.
Oh no! Don't do it.
They need anything. I'm putting. This is a guy that I think is going to go much higher than people expect. Maybe people do expect him to go this high. I don't know. I actually have a man named Cole at 4, but I'm changing it. Lucas Raymond.
There's the pick.
Lucas Raymond.
I had that as well.
Oh, I think Raymond's going to go higher than people expect.
Yeah,
he's a left wing out of Frölunda in the SHL.
He's a very
guys, talent. Absolutely great talent. And as a matter of fact, with the 5th pick.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
He's a safe pick, and Detroit picking a Swedish player makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it speaks to what Stevie Y knows really, really well. I still put Perfetti at number 4 only because Cole Perfetti is very much a Steve Yzerman molded player.
All right, that's fair.
That's my rationale.
I changed it.
Number 5 to the Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa, I said Lucas Raymond.
Okay.
I said Lucas Raymond because if there's one thing that the Ottawa Senators and all that good depth that they have and good prospects that are coming up they have to get some really good skill players now. They have
how many? So Ottawa's already picked one, right?
Yeah. So they have a center and they have a winger.
So who'd you just pick right now?
Lucas Raymond. He
went 4 to Detroit.
So are we doing this where basically once they're off the board, it's done?
They're gone.
This is the real draft. Actually, Gary Bettman, he had a little text conversation with me just now. He said, "This is the real draft."
Shit. This is the real draft.
Okay,
you're on the clock.
Okay, with that being the case, then my number 5 becomes Cole Perfetti.
Boo.
Oh. Or wait a minute. Here's a swerve for you.
I already know.
Here comes a guy that's going to jump.
Jack?
No, here comes a man that's going to jump all the way up the list.
Son of a bitch.
With the 5th pick, the Ottawa Senators select from Sweden, Alexander Holtz.
You son of a bitch! He's going to Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to Minnesota. Fuck you.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
All right. I don't think that was the best pick for Ottawa at that selection. I'll get into that.
He's going to Minnesota.
I think Ottawa needs something. They selected a forward at number 3, and there's something that's really shiny in this draft that you should select when you have multiple first-round picks. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, don't fucking no. He's also now that already going to Minnesota.
He passed.
If you're going the direction,
you're out.
On Saturday, forget.
No, that will happen. I guarantee. Later today, Ottawa will pick fucking Askarov at 5. I guarantee.
No.
It's a $1 million pick. It's a $1 million pick. They're selecting the number 1 goalie in the draft. They have 3 other, maybe even 4 first-round picks in this draft. They already selected a forward. They're going to select the goalie, number 5. I can guarantee you. I guarantee you.
You heard it first here, folks.
I'm putting $10 on the board against Abs Rich.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. We'll talk about that later. My turn, right? Or is it someone else's turn? It's my turn.
Why not?
It is. Number 6, I have the Anaheim Ducks. They kind of need defense, right?
Okay. I got this.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know if you do, because I have Jake Sanderson going to the Ducks.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, come on.
Jack Quinn.
Right down. Jake Sanderson.
Did you just say Jack Quinn?
Yeah.
He's going later.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Oh, coming in.
So here's
Coming in hot and heavy.
my reasoning.
jumping,
Here's
I'm
my
jumping.
reasoning. Here's my reasoning. Here's my reasoning. The Ducks have
Go ahead.
Here's my reasoning. The Ducks have selected 7 USHL players the past 3 years in the draft. This guy is from the USHL. So, I don't know.
All right.
They need defense. I'm going with Jake Sanderson.
Good enough. Good enough.
Who's next?
I think I'm next.
That would be
Devils.
wild thing at number 7.
Now,
New Jersey.
Son of a bitch, the Devils are up.
They need anything.
Okay, they do need anything, but this player, the next best player available, he's not.
Just say it. Just say it.
No, because they don't need him. He's gonna run into a little son of a bitch. No, I'll just say it. I don't think he'd fit that well in New Jersey because they already have Nico Hischier and a man named Jack Hughes. I'm going Marco Rossi.
Oh no! Oh no! I wouldn't have gone that direction.
It's okay. It makes sense.
Wow. Okay. All
Rossi
right.
is really
Yeah,
high
fair
on
enough.
him.
I think he's the next best player available.
He's a good playmaker.
Okay. Well then. All right. Here we go. Then at number 8. Then
Buffalo.
we are at the Buffalo Sabres, the freaking cesspool that is the Buffalo Sabres. And with the number 8 pick, since they were gracefully gifted this selection, number 8. I mean, obviously they are going to take Jamie Drysdale.
I have it.
All right.
Yeah, they
Um,
have to at this point.
he is a right shot. Am I correct?
Yes,
Right shot. OHL guy.
mobile.
Perfect partner for Darlene in the future.
Is he not?
I have him there as well. Do you want? I have.
I would have gone to the Devils probably. I kind of fucked that one. I didn't. I saw he's higher up on my list. So I fucked that one.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? What's happening here?
I honestly thought he would have been picked by now, and so I just kind of messed that one up.
That's all right.
That's my bad.
So I'm up, right?
Thank you.
You are up.
I have the
Don't
Minnesota
fuck
Wild. I won't. I have 2 names I'm thinking of right now. Let me check.
This is a real draft. Don't fuck us. Yeah.
So I see one name that's really shiny, and I see one name that I think could be a great fit. I'm going with a 9
I know exactly
overall
what these
pick.
two.
I'm going with Cole Perfetti.
He's already picked. Dude, he got picked like 3
No,
or 4.
I have Lafreniere, Stutzel, Byfield.
Oh no, because you're right. You are right because I actually
How do we let that man slide? Oh no.
because I picked Holtz for the Senators.
All right, this draft so far not going so hot.
No, that's a amazing pick for the Wild. That's a steal. Cole Perfetti
Yeah.
on my list. He goes,
not gonna be there.
6 or 7. He won't be there, but if it goes like today, he is there.
All right.
I think that's a great pick for the Wild. My other guy, the other guy.
We're talking about a mock draft right now where freaking Jamie Drysdale dropped to 8. Okay, so it's not like we're splitting hairs right now.
Yeah.
The top 9 is gonna be a freaking chaos.
Wild Tim, you got 10. Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
They kind of need defense right now.
Oh,
Well, I mean, son of a bitch. All right.
But they'll
Defense.
take anything.
Defense. We're gonna go of the Prince Albert Raiders of the WHL.
oh wow.
Ian Goulet.
Oh my.
That's-
Wow, that guy jumped. He jumped.
He's jumping.
I have
Fair enough. All right.
Where the
That's
hell?
I don't hate it because it fills a need.
Yeah.
Is Kate Julie left-handed or right-handed?
I don't have that information.
I'm trying to look right now where I even have them.
I made this list while I was at work.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm looking it up too. Don't worry about it. He is left-handed. So look, I don't know.
12. I have him going 12.
I actually had him going 15. So I mean, he jumped really high for me. Then
He
all right. So we have number 11 now. Number 11, we have the Nashville Predators. and this is kind of an interesting one because they're a little all over the page
Anything.
right now.
They need a little.
They're an I'll take anything team right now, and it's kind of hard to kind of zero in on one individual thing, but
See, okay. See,
I'm
I think what's made the Nashville Predators great is their defense. And what defensive prospects do they really have coming up?
That's true.
I don't disagree with you, but man, that center core is pretty thin. Is pretty thin too.
But are they drafting a guy that's playing this year, or are
Maybe.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up
right,
because
you're on the
we're
clock.
Yep. At number 11, we're gonna pick. Nashville's gonna pick the one guy that probably could still be an NHLer next year because he's lighting it up in the Finnish Liga, and that would be center Anton Lundell.
Wow.
that's my third guy that I have for the Wild. I have three
Yep.
guys that could go.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I had a little Wild news I was going to say at the pick, but yeah, I mean, this is the first draft that the Wild are doing with Judd Brackett leading the scouting, and this is a guy that has drafted 3 consecutive Calder finalists.
Pretty good.
Wow.
That's a pretty good record. So
Look, I'd trust him then. I'd trust him.
All right. So my thing about Lundell is he's a big two-way guy. He's a perfect guy that you could maybe fit into the third line. I think he's NHL ready. I'm not even kidding. He's like a Jordan Staal like player.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
sure
next year. I don't know.
So that was Nashville. Right?
Patrick
Nash, that was
on my
Nashville.
TV right now, sitting in front of a green screen of the Stanley Cup, and it just makes me want to puke.
All right. Number 12. Who has 12? Oh, I have 12.
You have 12.
Florida Panthers.
This is a weird one. This is a really weird one.
See, they do need defense, but they will take kind of anything right now. I'm going to go with Hendrix Lapierre.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So
wow.
You're
taking the risk.
I'm taking the risk.
Oh, shit. Number 12. The Wild Tim's list. Hendrix Lapierre.
The only reason why he's slipping out of the top 10 is because he had a neck injury last season, but it's all resolved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, is it over? Is it over?
Is it over? You never know. A piano could fall on his head tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh, come on. Okay, fair enough. Okay, moving on. Number 13. That would be Wild Tim.
Yep. Oh, Carolina.
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Ooh.
There is a very obvious pick to be made here.
There is one.
You assholes.
Don't look too hard at it.
Someone that's not this.
Don't look too hard. It's a pretty.
You're gonna knock on me. Fuck. I'm just looking over to make sure someone on my list hasn't already been picked.
What does Carolina really need right now?
There you go.
Centers?
No. No.
What do they need?
Come on, think about it.
They have a nasty defense. They have tons of wings coming up. I don't.
Yeah, what haven't you mentioned?
Centers, which was the first thing I said.
Okay, but what else haven't you mentioned?
Oh, goaltending, you son of a bitch. Oh yeah. Askarov. My bad. I thought Askarov already got picked for some reason.
No, he was supposed to be picked by Ottawa, which will happen. It will happen. Okay.
He's not going to 5. He's either going 9 to Minnesota. That's only if Holtz is not available.
He's going to 5.
He's not going 5.
I'll tell you right now, he's not going 5.
Okay, so let's move on. 14, Hawkins.
So the Edmonton Oilers at number 14. I'm in a bit of a kind of a head scratching moment right now because Edmonton's kind of in a position where they could use a good defenseman, but at the same time they could also use a goal scoring winger to augment Draisaitl and McDavid. And with that in mind, because
Wait, who is this McDavid guy you're talking about? It's
Oh my
Leon
God.
C, baby.
oh,
Who won the Hart
hey,
Trophy?
I like the Germans, man. Those Europeans know what they're doing, man.
20
They know
seconds.
what they're doing. Did you give me 20 seconds? Did you just hit me with the time limit?
Yeah,
10 seconds.
Fuck off with that. Fuck off.
Wow, look at you. Okay, you know what? Just
5
because
minutes.
Toronto is going next, I am actually going to go winger on this one. I am going to go with, and this may surprise people at first because it's not the right winger you think I'm probably going to say first. I'm going to go with the speedy goal scoring left or right winger, Seth Jarvis.
Whoa.
I have Seth Jarvis actually going 10. So
There's another winger who's still on the board that nobody would have guessed would have gone before, or that Seth Jarvis would have gone before.
Hold on a second. Let me look.
Richard, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
And if he falls to, if he falls to Montreal, it's who Montreal is going to pick.
Where did I have Seth Jarvis? That's my question. Oh, I had Seth Jarvis going 16.
Okay.
Right,
Hey,
so-
that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
So Seth Jarvis. All right. 14 or 15 actually. Toronto Maple Leafs, it's me, right?
Yes, it is.
They kind of need anything.
you're Kyle Dubas.
I think there's a very specific thing they need.
I'm going to go with Braden Schneider, defenseman.
There you go. That's a good pick. That's a very good pick.
He's
Right-handed defense.
And he's physical.
Yep, and he's very physical. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. As a side note, was it number 10 that Wild Tim picked Caden Julie or
Yeah.
Gooley?
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't pick Braden Schneider at number 10 because of the right-hander.
Just because, Schneider, they're both similar games, but Schneider has that little bit more upside with more defensive.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know if he has a higher ceiling than Gooley, but defensively, yes, he's more power.
Wait.
More
Okay,
pop.
wait. The way that things are going here, Hawks Tim gets to pick the Hawks pick. Why didn't I get to pick the Wild pick?
That's just how it goes. You might get the ass pick. I don't know.
If I pick the Avs pick, I'm taking someone off the board.
Why would you do that? I gave you guys a good pick.
Cole Perfetti, what are you complaining about?
Like,
you're
he
right.
flipped them.
I'm upset that I didn't get to pick the Wild pick.
Oh man.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's
We'll
fine,
pause.
that's fine.
We passed the Wild. If you had to pick a Wild pick right now, who's your favorite guy? Just without not right now, but just throughout this whole draft.
Yaroslav Askarov.
Yeah, it's either Askarov or Holtz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? We have Montreal.
I'm up.
Right?
Montreal's taken from Berlin of the DEL. It's Lucas Reichel.
Lucas Reichel.
Whoa, man! Look at that guy jump. Holy smokes!
I'm making.
I think-
I'm finding the gems.
He is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had him going in the mid-20s.
I had 22.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm finding the gems.
All right.
Okay. Well, since he's now fallen to us with the 17th overall pick, I mean, I'm pretty sure that things going the way it's going to go tonight. The Hawks are probably going to pick Holloway tonight, but I have at number 17 now, since he fell this far, Jack Quinn.
Oh fuck! Oh.
See what you got to do.
See, I had Jack Quinn too early.
You got to write the names down so you could look on your little list of who's been selected.
I should have crossed them out.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it.
All right. So the Blackhawks get a steal. Jack Quinn is a all-around great winger. He could honestly go top 10. So
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Montreal fans are gonna have my head on a stick.
Yeah. All right. At number 18,
Let Jack Quinn slip through him.
at number 18, I have the Devils. I think they have multiple first, right?
They have
No,
3.
They don't have any actually.
Oh, shiz. At 18, I have Montreal picking, or the Devils picking. New Jersey's Devils picking. Dawson Mercer, right wing.
That's a good pick. That's a very good pick.
Now that's a pick.
I was wondering how long that guy was going to stay on the board for. Actually,
I've heard that pick is connected to the Chicago Blackhawks.
That's what I heard.
That's who I want us to pick. That's who I want the Hawks to pick. I just have a feeling, given the playing style of Dylan Holloway, that might be the direction that we go in. I'm not sure, but I want to be
great hockey IQ, and he's plays with an edge too. Goal scorer.
How about it, right? Yep.
Scouting report by Avs Rich.
Avs Rich scouting report. Link below. Send me money. I'll give you the scouting report.
Insane scoring ability on that kid. So yeah, great pick.
19.
Over to Wild Tim.
The Flames.
The Flames at number 19.
Calgary Flames. See, at this point of the draft, my picks are kind of just going to be all over the place. So, fans of these teams, don't hate me. Don't hate me. I had about 10 minutes to put this list together.
All right, what are you picking? You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock.
Anything. They need anything.
I'm going a little wild. This is a guy that I don't even know if the Flames draft Russians, but we're gonna go with a guy that has potential to be pretty good player. Out of Ufa in the KHL, Radium Amirov.
There you go. That's a nice pick.
Amirov. There you go. Good pick. Good pick.
He is crafty goal scorer, hardworking, a lot of potential.
Richard, real quickly, can you remind me who did we have the Devils taking at 6? Or was it 7?
So the Devils took at 6 was Jake Sanderson, defenseman.
Oh, excuse me, not 6, number 7. I'm sorry. They were number 6.
Marco Rossi.
Ooh, okay. So that makes my next pick tricky. I hate that. Okay, so with the idea in mind that they have a center, because here was my next pick. I don't want to reveal who my next pick was. Actually, I don't want to do that.
Who you pick?
Okay, so since they have their center, they have their winger with Dawson Mercer. At number 20, I am going to go with the Swede William Wallander.
Ooh, I like that kid.
Wow, that
Hey, easy.
I have him 30.
I had him 27.
I think he could surprise people. I really do think he could surprise people. I think
there's a better defenseman still available, but it is what it is. William Wallander.
Oh, I know who you think. I know who you're thinking. I do know who you're thinking. And it's like I said, I have a bias towards European players.
All right. Well, that might bite if you draft for the Devils. So my next pick, I have at 21 the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm going to pick? They just kind of traded away a guy like this. I'm taking Dylan Holloway.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good one.
Dylan Holloway, his best comparable is to Tom Wilson. He looks very similar to him on the ice.
If he becomes half of what Tom Wilson is, I would like that on the Blackhawks, but I'm just not convinced enough that that's what his upside is.
He's I think the only guy in the first round playing in the NCAA right now. As of now.
Let me take a quick look at that. You would be correct, sir. Yeah.
All right. The next pick goes to 22, and that is the New York Rangers. Wild Tim. Rangers kind of need.
So I think they have pieces coming in every position, but I think they have a couple centers already. They have center coming up too. Mm-hmm. They have plenty of wingers that they've picked.
There's a nice defenseman available.
I'm going with a defenseman. I'm going to go with out of Halifax. QMJHL, Mr. Justin Barone.
That's the pick.
That was the one that I know Richard wanted me to pick.
That's the pick. Hawk Tim from a guy who's like in the fucking 30s and then brings him up. That's
just okay. You know what? If you want to see us,
if anyone has made the bad picks today, it's me, and I'll.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen now. Here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to make the pick that arguably, and now, if I may ask real quickly, Wild Tim, you said that the Rangers had centers coming up. Who do you have coming up as a center for the Rangers?
Filipino.
Well, he's already in the team though.
Oh,
They
oh,
really only have 2 established centers.
yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Do they have?
Nah,
I'm
no,
genuinely asking.
no. Don't talk him off that. Don't talk him off that. Justin Barron's a perfect pick for the Rangers.
I'm not saying he's not a good pick, but here's what happens now. At number 23, the Philadelphia Flyers will then take a center that would be from Kamloops in the WHL, Connor Zary.
Okay.
That's crazy. I had Zary at 23 as well.
I really thought that Zary was going to go higher. I really, really did.
Yeah, I have him at 19.
Yeah, good centerman. Good centerman.
Very good score. I thought, you know what? The only reason why I was asking Tim is just because I actually thought that would be a really, really good pick for the Rangers at 22. Like, that would be a pretty big steal, I think. But, you might be right, though. Justin Barron might actually be a diamond in the rough.
He could be. I really.
Yeah,
the only reason why he slipped is because he does have blood clot issues, but supposedly that they're working that out right now.
Cleared up, though, isn't it? That's what I heard. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Between him and Hendrix Lapierre, I have a little bit less concern about Zary than I do about Lapierre.
Yeah. So I'm picking 24, and that is the Capitals. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Jacob Perreault, OHL centerman.
A good one. That's a very good one. Yep, that's a very good one.
Danger shot. He's a little bit inconsistent, but great shot. All right.
All right.
25, we have the Avalanche. Don't fuck it up.
You have the Avs pick.
Wait. We have a flag on the play. Hold on. Rewind it. What pick did you just do, Rich?
I did 24. The Capitals.
24 is the Avalanche.
Are you sure it's not the Capitals?
No.
I'm looking.
I have Colorado as 25 as well. Capitals are 24.
24. Yeah, that actually recently switched.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Continue. I'm sorry. Some sites actually don't have it flipped yet. My bad. Continue.
25 Avalanche.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if you're gonna like this pick, but since to the end of my picks, I'm going with the kid that's been playing for the Chicago Steel. It's Mr. Brendan Brisson.
Oh, okay.
I don't hate it.
I like the Chicago connection. You're going higher.
I had him going 28, but I'd take him there. That's fine. I like Brisson.
It's not a bad one at all. That's a very strong one. All right. So now I'm in the dubious position of having to select for the
your favorite
ass clowns from down south. All right. So seeing as Scott Petrunovich is coming up probably this coming season in defense, even though they're going to lose Pietrangelo, they're probably going to be at least marginally covered on defense, in my opinion. I'm going to go with a center on this one. I am going to go with probably the best remaining center on the board. We're going to go with from Shawinigan in the QMJHL, Maverick Boric.
I like that one.
Let's go. I have him at 23.
Yep. I have him at 24, actually. I like that one. All right, I'm up.
Yep.
I'm taking at 27 the Anaheim Ducks. This is their second first.
Yep.
What was their original first?
Their original first, I think, was Jake Sanderson.
Jake Sanderson. All right, so the Ducks, I'm going to take Noel Gunler, right wing out of the SHL.
Oh, there you go. That's one of my favorites. Good pick.
He basically the only reason why
that's one of my late round gems right there.
He's slipping just because of like some attitude problems, but I think the Ducks are fine with that. I think they drafted who's that guy that they have right now? Name some young Ducks prospects. Forward.
Not Sam Steele.
No.
I'm gonna roll through them in a second here. Hold on a second. We have
David Beckham.
No.
Max Jones, Sam Steele. What else we got? We got Isaac Lundstrom, Braden Tracy, Trevor Zegras, Maxim Comtois.
That's him. Comtois had attitude
Max
problems. I think they'll pick him. They didn't mind him then. I think that's who will pick him.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Okay.
couldn't remember the name.
Okay.
28.
No problem.
28, Ottawa.
This is the third first.
Now, who
Third
were the
first
other two picks?
They went center and they went center and then they went winger.
Yeah, center and wing.
All right, then I'm gonna go from the SHL in Malmo. A man named Helga Grands.
Oh yes, yes, indeed.
I had him going.
Yes, sir.
Grand.
I have him going to Senators as well.
Yeah,
Right.
To the Ottawa Senators.
All right.
All right.
29.
And so now 29 is the Vegas Golden Knights, and maybe the thing with me with Vegas is that I think they do need those kinds of players that will punch in those goals when the top six won't do it for them. So they need that little bit of depth scoring. And I think this is a guy, he'll take at least a year or two to get ready, probably 2 years. But I think when he comes about, he'll be good. We're going back to Europe, boys. Again, I love my European players. And this guy looks like he's slipped a little ways, but he's got one of my favorites. He's got one of my favorite names. I don't know what it is about names, but I love the name. And I'm just going to go with a abbreviation. We're going to go with JJ Peterka.
I like that guy. John
JJ Peterka out of Salzburg in the Austrian League.
He's got
Jacob Jingleheimer.
He's got the two first names, right?
Yep, the man with two first names. If anybody's a Letterkenny fan out there, Jean-Jacques Francois Jacques Jean.
All right, next pick. So I'll just talk about that Vegas pick. I had another guy going there, but an interesting thing is in the beginning of the second round, Luke Tuck will be selected. He's basically he's Alex Tuck's brother, and they play the same exact game. So that could be a good dynamic if they had.
That could be a good guy.
Especially late in first.
Yes.
So I have at 30, right? Dallas Stars. I have a guy who I think is the sleeper of the draft. I cannot pronounce his last name, but I've heard from multiple people that he's a sleeper. This guy,
I know who you're.
This guy's from the KHL, and his name is Marat Kuznetsov. Something. But basically, I've heard he's super good. He's gonna be like a Pasternak type slip all the way to the end.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is a promising leap there.
His two comparables are Marchand and Podkolzin. He doesn't play the classic Russian game, you think. He has a little.
You know what? That's fine because Dallas doesn't really play the traditional way either.
So I'm gonna add this guy's name. All right, last pick. San Jose.
San Jose Sharks. With Wild Tim trades the pick to Hawkston. Make the pick. I'm not making this pick.
Really?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna have to look over my notes here. Put me on the clock here, boys. Give me a minute of clock time here.
All right.
Looking over my choices because I do have some guys left on my board. I'm just gonna ask the question. Hey, you know what, Richard? Can you show me the list real quickly? Show me the 20s of what's been taken.
The 20s. Wallander, Holloway, Barron, Zary, Perreault, Brisson, Bork, Gunler, Grands, Paterick, and that Russian guy.
Okay, so I'm stuck between two picks here.
Okay.
I am gonna go. Either way, I'm going to be going winger on this one for the San Jose Sharks. I am going to either. Oh man, this is a tough one.
10 seconds.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go with Ridley Gregg.
Oh,
Out
I
of
hate that guy.
Oregon Week.
He sucks, dude. I hate that guy. I don't hate him, but
Richard knows him personally. He knows all about this guy. He knows his grandma. He knows his best friends. Everything about this guy is bad news.
he's more of a second round. He's more of a second round guy. He just isn't.
Well, let me put it this way: it was either gonna be him or it was gonna be Jeremy Poirier.
You see, I had Jake Neighbors.
Oh,
I already closed.
really? Oh, so he was projected to be an early second rounder. I could see him sneaking up. That's fine.
I had Noel Gunler.
Yeah, he was
Okay,
selected.
so my last pick in my original mock, actually, and I know Richard's going to probably hate this one. I'm not sure about how you'll feel, Wild Tim, but I actually had a guy who was projected to be a mid-second rounder jump up to 31. I actually had Tyler Clevin.
Okay. Yeah, he's okay.
There's a little there's a little inconsistency there, and there's a lot of growing to do. But I feel like he could do some really big damage when he finally comes of age.
Another guy I could see at last pick for the Sharks, maybe like a crazy one, but a Luke Evangelista.
Wow, that now when I was talking about friggin' making jumps,
That's a jump.
I mean that is a jump. I'll say this.
He reminds me of a San Jose type player.
You know who I really want the Hawks to take in the second round? Now that I see he's still on the board and is probably going to be available when the Hawks pick, I really want the Hawks to try and get Luke Tuck.
I like that pick. I think he might.
I'll tell you what. Can you imagine how much better in like 2 or 3 years the Hawks are going to look if they have a Dylan Holloway Luke Tuck pairing?
You basically like forget about guys like Taze and Kane eventually when you have like forwards.
Hopefully.
Now,
Yeah.
fellas, it's only 4:12 p.m.
I mean,
We're gonna record.
do we want to do a
Like an
deep
hour.
dive into some of these picks? What comes off in your guys' eyes as the most shocking pick we made?
Wait, I got a little idea.
Oh, here we go.
Play a game of Uncle Dickies.
I don't have cards.
I have cards. I'll just show the cards for everybody. I'm not gonna cheat. I can't cheat.
All right, we'll play 3-card Dickies.
Okay, well I gotta go get the cards, but you guys keep talking.
All right.
All right.
You
All
can
right, Richard.
You guys wait. You guys both. You gotta get a beer.
Okay. Do you have a beer, Hawk Tim?
You know, let me go grab one.
All right. We'll all be back.
So the problem with me right now is that I don't have beer. So but I do have this. So we'll see how this this turns out because I mean, I could go for a nice cold Busch Light, but a Mike's Hard pineapple lemonade. They're gonna be pissed. I hear some clinking and clanking. I hear some loud noises. Hope you guys enjoyed that draft. We'll probably do more video podcast forms. Yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Stuck Hockey. We have a Facebook page, Stuck in the Central Hockey Talk podcast. Make sure to find us on there, and then you can find us also. We have a website where we do blogs, and that is
taking the Jokers out just because we don't need it. We don't need the Jokers. That's
No.
a big mess.
So I have a little bit of a situation.
What's the situation?
I don't have beers, but I have a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It'll work. It'll do. It'll
Okay.
do. No one's gonna make fun of you.
Well, it's not the best look.
It's you gotta do what you gotta do. That's the Dickies game. I got Bush lattes. I'm gonna finish this one. I'll open up a fresh one.
All right. I think Hawk Tim's in the cellar right now looking for I don't know what's going on.
All right. As you can see, I'm shuffling the cards. There's not going to be any cheating.
No David Blaine magic trick you're doing here.
I don't know magic tricks.
Okay.
It's not going to help me.
Tim, if you cheat here, you're fired.
All right. Well, I'm not going to cheat. It's pretty hard to cheat.
I hate to tell you, I feel a little embarrassed by it, but I don't have any beer at my place right now. Ironically enough, but I got some wine. We're making it.
Do. Hey, that's more alcohol.
I don't have beer either. I have a Mike's Hard Lemonade pineapple. So
Hey, no judgment here.
All right.
Bush. Yes. All right.
Aces, are the aces high or low?
Let's do aces low just to keep it.
Aces 1 sip. You get a 2. That's 2 sip. Basically 1 winner. It's basically like a game of war. You pull. So say I pull a 7. Hawk Tim pulls a 5. You pull a 3. I win because I have the highest card. You guys drink your card then.
Oh,
Makes
wow.
sense?
Okay.
Make sense?
Fair enough.
Play. All right. All right. I'm making 3 stacks. I do not know what the numbers on these cards are.
All right. Fair. Do you think that all GMs do this after drafting?
They do. This is the draft special. Actually, there's a little history behind this game.
Oh yeah.
Richard. By the way, I have to mention. Have you guys ever noticed that the Blackhawks do an on the clock special for their draft preparation?
Mm-hmm.
Richard, when this is done, because we got to keep this on the DL, I got to show you something, or at least I got to send you something. Have you seen the newest season of On the Clock yet for the Blackhawks for this year?
No.
Watch it, and I want you to pay attention to who.
Oh no! Okay.
That we know that is in the episode.
Okay.
And actually has in this process.
Send me a link after this. All right, let's go.
So
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you the name. Just don't spit your drink out, okay?
Well, I think I know the name. And all right, you got the cards ready?
Yeah, I got the cards ready. So I'm gonna give a little history, brief history on the game of Uncle Dickies. We just call it Uncle Dickies these days. It's gone through a couple name changes. We've had different versions of it. One, the original was called Uncle Dickies Summer House. Then it changed to Uncle Dickies Winter Cabin and a couple other names. So here we go.
Hawk Tim, not surprised.
Hawk Tim is going first.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You probably won.
Probably won. Yeah, unless someone matches that king.
All right. Avs Rich.
That's a safe one if you're going to lose.
Down the hatch.
Yeah. Then I got a 2.
Wow. What is this? You guys get nothing.
I know. That was not a good... Hey.
That's a wasted king.
That is a wasted king.
It happens. Hey, that's part of the game. That's part of the game of Uncle Dickie, the charm.
Freaking Houdini over.
Sometimes you'll go to war with like 2 kings, then you put another card down, and then you go to war with like a jack, and then you're already up to like 30 sips.
Yep, that's not good.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna drink like half a glass on my first one. I know it.
This only.
Like that.
Unless we want to keep going.
Keep going.
Huh?
All right. This is only going to be 3-card Dickies.
It's 3-card Dickies. It's a simple game. You get a little buzz.
All right.
There you go.
Hawks Tim.
Okay. All right.
All right. That's beatable.
That could be trouble.
Avs Rich. A 4.
Ooh.
So right now, Hawks Tim is in the lead.
Keep it low. Keep it low. Damn it!
Drink
All right.
up.
Right.
I get this one around.
Drink in. Hey, Wild Tim, count me off.
Part of the Uncle Dickies, you gotta count it yourself. I'm
Yeah,
not counting.
it's all right here. Oh man.
It's an honor system type of game, and if someone sees you not do the correct amount, they're gonna shame you.
You'll if you
If
got a
you-
9 and you take a little sip, you're
Yeah,
done.
if you get a 9 and you're like, I'm done,
Mm.
they're gonna yell at you.
You're probably gonna end up drinking more. That's the whole point.
You guys are lucky I like grape juice.
All right,
The
last
side of alcohol.
pick,
Oh my goodness.
7.
Oh dear God. I know somebody's gonna
It's high.
I just know somebody's gonna get a face.
Average 5.
Why? Why?
What is this?
Hey,
I'm drinking.
Wild Tim. 7. Oh, we gotta go to war.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, hold two cards up together.
Oh, okay. I gotta take them out of the pack. I have no idea what this is. I'm just grabbing them out of the middle of the pack.
I'm just gonna delete this while we're at it. Delete.
Yeah, you may as well.
All right.
I'm gonna delete mine anyway.
So, oh shit, I didn't know. I gotta redo it because I
Put
didn't say which one
Put them
was which.
together so you can't see it like
Okay.
this. And then I'll
Yeah.
pick right or left.
All right, so they're together. You
All
can't see what's what. So I'm gonna go with the. I'll go with the right pick. I'm feeling it.
All right, which arm? This one.
This arm.
All right, there you go. All right. Let's see it. Show that arm. 8. All
Oh
right,
my-
what does Hawk Tim get?
Oh no.
An 8.
Oh,
no.
All right, you guys are gonna delete your drink after this. Get two
Oh my
cards out. This is
I have to chug this thing.
yeah, this is draft day. Anything happens.
All right.
All right, Hawk Tim goes first. You pick right or left.
Okay. Give me. You know what? I've always been a fan of the left hand of God because it represents the devil. So let's go with the left hand.
That's a bad move, buddy. 7. Wild Tim. I told you. You
No.
down it, brother. That's the whole drink. That's the whole drink. Bad move. Rookie
All right.
mistake.
It was well worth it. It was
But no,
well worth
hey.
it, gentlemen. It was well worth
This is showing you a true champion, a true winner. Even though I lost, I'm still gonna down my drink.
it. Oh,
Okay, fair.
down the hatch. Wait, come on.
All right. You can follow us at Stuck Hockey on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook, Stuck in the Central Hockey Talk Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter as well at
Champion.
Sports Buzzin'.
Champion right there.
You can find our articles at buzzinsports1word.com. We're gonna have something up soon right after the draft. Fellas, how was this? Pretty fun?
That was a great time.
Phenomenal time.
Real
do it
fun.
again.
We gotta keep doing these on Zoom.
I agree. We'll keep doing them. Anything you want to say before we have draft tonight? This is like Christmas Eve.
Oh, drink responsibly.
Yeah.
I cannot promise you I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, we will see you probably later this week, depending on how many crazy news that
We're
happens.
gonna do a free agency one.
That we'll see you later this week.
Oh, we're gonna have a free agency special too. Don't worry about it.
There.
We'll see you. Love you, fans.
See you, fans.
All right, love you guys. All right, love you, fans. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.